Hello everyone, Alicia here with another lightened up Weight Watcher friendly recipe, and today I'm going to be showing you my version of 0-point protein packed Greek yogurt Jell-O Fluff. Now I've seen this viral Jell-O and Greek yogurt dessert all over the place, and I wanted to share with you kind of my version of this recipe or how I do it. Super easy to make and completely satisfies your sweet tooth while packing a ton of protein with 0 WW points. It makes a great guilt-free dessert, snack, or post-workout treat, and it only has 4 ingredients. Let me go over those real quick and I'll show you what you're gonna need to make this. You're gonna need some fat-free Greek yogurt, protein powder, 0 sugar, Jell-O, and some water, and that is it. Super, super simple. As always though, I will have the full list of ingredients and instructions over on my website. I've got my KitchenAid here, and I like to do this in the mixer because it just gets everything really well mixed together, and it kind of incorporates air into it to make this nice and light and fluffy. So I prefer to do it, like I said, in my stand mixer. You can do it by hand if you want. I would recommend though, either a mixer, a blender, an immersion blender, something like that. So I'm gonna start off here with my family size 0 sugar strawberry Jell-O. This is 0.6 ounces. You can use whatever type of flavor of Jell-O you want. I've got strawberry on hand, so that's what I'm going to be using today. So I'm going to add this in, and I've also got my 2 cups of water heating up in the microwave right now. What you're looking for with that is almost boiling, not quite boiling, but very, very hot, so that it gets this dissolved really well. I've got my 2 cups of very hot, almost boiling water. I'm going to add that into my Jell-O. Steam my camera up a little bit because it is very hot. So now I'm going to put on my whisk attachment, and I'm going to just mix this until that Jell-O is nice and dissolved. I'm going to start off on a low speed so I don't spray that everywhere, and just kind of slowly increase it. And again, just mix until it's nice and dissolved. All right. It's a little frothy, but it is nice and dissolved. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this sit for probably 10, even 15 minutes, because I wanna let this cool down quite a bit. You don't wanna just directly add in your other ingredients to this when it's hot, because that yogurt itself could kind of curdle or just not stir in super smooth like what you're looking for. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll be back. It has been about 15 minutes, and this has cooled down a good amount. So I'm going to add in my 2 cups of fat-free Greek yogurt. And this is the brand that I'm using today, the Chobani. Put my whisk attachment back on, and I'm going to just slowly whisk this at first. And then increase my speed and whip this together until that Greek yogurt is completely incorporated. All right, this is looking frothy and all mixed together. So now I'm going to add in 1 scoop of my protein powder. And this is the one that I'm using, the Isopure 0 Carb, Simply Vanilla. It's got 25 grams of protein per scoop, which is 30.5 grams, and it is 110 calories and 0.5 grams of fat. This is just my preferred protein powder, but you could use whatever type of protein powder that you want, or you could not use it at all. This is just kind of an addition that I've made to this recipe because I like to try and get additional protein wherever I can, and this is just a really easy way to do that. So now I'm going to whisk this in, starting off slow again. Now I'm going to increase my speed and just whip this, or let this whip for about 3 minutes. And here's how we're looking. I whipped that for 3 minutes. Everything is nice and dissolved, incorporated together, and light and airy. So now I'm going to pour it into my containers. I've got some 8-ounce Ramekins that I'm going to be using to pour this in. And for the mixture itself, I poured it into this 4-cup Pyrex. It's got the little pouring spout just so that I don't make a huge mess pouring directly from the KitchenAid bowl. So I'm going to go ahead and fill these. Got these all filled, and now I'm gonna put them in my fridge for at least 2 hours, maybe upwards of 4, until these are nice and set. So I'm gonna cover them with plastic wrap, let them set up in the fridge, and then I will be back. All right, I let these sit in the fridge for 4 hours. They're nice and set up. I went ahead and garnished them with the strawberry on top. You could also just chop up some berries and add that to the top. Tastes really good mixed in with this, but I just like how it looks with the strawberry on top. So as I said in the beginning, these are 0 points, at least when you get 6 servings like I have out of it. The only points in this come from the protein powder. So that's 2 points, and divided across the 6 with Weight Watcher math, these come out 0 points, which I think is really good because these are really satisfying. I will show you the consistency of them here. I'll put you on the tripod. So, show you the texture on these. That's what we're looking at. Light, airy, fluffy, just really, really nice. And the flavor of these, they have just the slightest little tang from the yogurt, but it pairs really nicely with that sweet Jell-O and the sweetness from the protein powder. I just think these are really, really good, especially for 0 points. And they pack a nice amount of protein, which just make them, like I said, a great little dessert or sweet treat whenever you want to have them. I've been really enjoying these post-workouts, and so I wanted to show you guys kind of how I do it, or my little twist on that viral recipe. But if this one looks good to you, be sure to check down in the description box below the video, where you will find the full list of ingredients, instructions, WW Recipe Builder link, nutritional info, all of that and more is going to be over on my website. But thank you guys, as always, for watching, and I will see you on the next one.